Hello everyone and welcome to Kanyuri Vlogs. Thank you so much for tuning in. For many years now, plastic pots and module trays have been used by gardeners for sowing seeds and for transplanting. But now with the importance of reducing the plastic use at the forefront, most gardeners are using the alternative fibrous pots. Fibrous pots have a lot of benefits to the plant as well as to the environment. With the traditional pots, the root growth of the seedlings can be impacted if they are not transplanted early enough. They start to spiral and this can affect the growth of the roots. But with the fibrous pots, they allow the roots of the seedlings to push through the sides of the pot, which in turn promotes the health and even growth of the roots. Using these pots also works very well with fussy plants that do not like to be transplanted, such as poppies and other varieties of fruits and vegetables. Another benefit of using these fibrous pots is that you can just plant the whole pot in the ground and allow the seedlings to establish itself while the pot just breaks down naturally. So today guys, I'm gonna be planting some flowers for the upcoming spring, and as you can see, I have taken out my basket of seeds and I'm just sorting them out. I have used some of these seeds in the previous years, so I know how well they do during spring, and some of them are very beautiful, and I like to grow them each and every year if possible. Growing flowers as a companion to your vegetables is very important, because flowers bring those predatory insects and also the pollinators like bees, which help with the plant pollination, and they also prey. Some of the predatory insects, they prey on the pests that come to eat your plants like the caterpillar. So it's always good to plant flowers next or beside or just in between rows in your vegetable garden. Here I am using the fish blood and bone mix. This is a feed that is important in improving the quality of the soil.
Gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank, it ain't that long till I'm back at the farm.
So I mix it in very well with my soil, and I'm also removing any hard or big particles like stones from the soil. So after I have done that, you can see I am now filling in the biodegradable fiber pots with the soil.
We're coming down. There's a party on the water. It's a hell of a time. We're on the boat.
Another benefit of using the fiber pots is that they retain moisture very well and for longer period, so you don't have to water your plants all the time.
Yeah, we're chilling out here, ladies in the rear, our feet in the water, top disappears, drinking Malibu Patron or a beer in a cup. We all get to dance and I get the chance in kissing that.
Some of my favorite flowers I like to grow are actually herbal teas, such as echinacea, calendula, chamomile. These are flowers that I actually make tea out of them in summer.
Alright, it's a hell of a time. We're on the boat. We're killing time.
So as you can see, I'm on the second tray now, and I'm packing in the soil, not too tight, just a little bit. And the method I'm gonna be using today, you will see, is different from what I did in my last seed sowing video.
Yeah, now it's a hell. We're on a boat, we're feeling fine. Drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. There's a party on the water, it's a hell of a time. We're on a boat, we're killing time. In our own honky tonk with a bottle of wine. We're going up, we're coming down. Cheers to feeling alright, it's a hell of a time. A hell of a time. It's a hell of a time. Oh, hell of a time. Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came.
After I am done filling all the pots with soil, I start sowing the seeds into the pots.
Keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah.
So at this point, I went to write some labels for the flowers, and unfortunately I forgot to press the record button again when I came back. So I went on to sow the seeds without recording it. And now what you see me doing is just sprinkling a top layer of soil to cover the seeds. And yeah, I missed that. I missed to record that part where I was just putting the seeds on the pots. And so now I'm just covering it and trying to pack in the soil a little bit so the seeds don't just, you know, when you water it, so it doesn't come off.
Fire on a cold night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5. 'Cause I'm happy with the simple life.
So once I'm satisfied with everything, I make sure all the pots are nicely tightly packed, and I've labeled the pots, and I take my Rhizotonic, which helps with the growth of the seedlings roots, because sometimes the roots are the ones that determine how strong and healthy the plant is going to be. So you have to make sure that you give them enough foundation, a good start. And so here I have mixed my water with some Rhizotonic, and also I've added some Miracle Grow just to give the seedlings a good start to life. So I make sure all the pots are well watered, and also I add some water into the tray, just because I know I'm gonna be putting my seedlings under a grow light, and sometimes it gets a bit warm, and because the grow light emits some warmth, and they can tend to dry up quickly. But when I add some water on the tray, they are guaranteed moisture, and they will be okay for some few days. I will not need to water them.
as long as I've got you.
So that's all done now. So I'm just gonna show you which soil I used. I was using the all-purpose compost. It's enriched, so it has the plant nutrients. It comes in 40-liter plastic bag. So this is soil that I buy from my local garden center, and it's good for sowing. It's good for when plants are already grown, and you can use it. It's all-purpose soil. It's good for everything. As you can see now, my plants are in I put them under a grow light, and they're off to a good start. And we are hoping that in a few days time the seedlings will start popping, and we'll be having some nice, lovely, beautiful flowers in spring and also into summer. I'm really happy with what I've done, and that's it. So I'm really grateful for joining me today. You have seen how I use my fibrous pots, and thank you so much for joining me.